What is the best thing you can do against better tennis players? And when I mean better tennis players, I mean that they can beat you 6-0, 6-0, 6-1, 6-1. Maybe you're an NTRP 3-5 player playing against a 4-0 player, 4-0 playing a 4-5, or a UTR 8 playing against a UTR 9 or 10. Whatever the case may be, they can beat you. And so, what do you do against these better tennis players in order to at least compete with them or find a way to improve yourself so that you can get up to that level or just maybe even be a better tennis player at some point? Well, what you can do, and the only thing that you really should be thinking about, is to load better, meaning that you need to get lower on your ground strokes. You need to basically bend your knees, use your core better, that your unit turn basically needs to be better. And so, why is that? Well, why are they better tennis players? Well, in most cases, they are better because they could hit harder than you. They're stronger than you. It's not necessarily they're smarter or faster. They could just hit harder balls, and they could hit harder balls more consistently, right? Say they could hit a 60-mile-per-hour forehand. They could probably do it 5 times more than you can do, even though maybe you can hit a 60-mile-per-hour forehand as well. So they hit harder, and they could consistently hit harder, and that is why they are the better tennis player. So, why do we need to load better against these better tennis players? And one of the reasons why we need to do that is so that we can absorb the ball better. So, say this ball right here is hit very hard, 120 miles per hour. Well, we need a load, and so I'm in this load position right now, trying to return this ball. You need to have a very good load so that this ball doesn't push you back, right? There's a lot of energy going behind that ball. And so the load is really a position of strength so that that ball doesn't push you around, right? And you need to have a good load so that you can actually, it gives you a chance to hit hard as well, right? But before we actually hit hard back, we need to absorb it very well. So here I'm in this load position, and the load basically means that I'm loading energy with my legs to the ground, right? I'm pushing off with my feet right there. I'm bending my knees. I'm getting my core, which is really my quads, my glutes, my abdomen, and I'm trying to really twist my body into that ball there, but I need to sink low. I need to load my energy before I can actually do something with that ball, right? And you can see here my shirt being twisted up. I am twisting my core so that I'm about to unload here and hit this forehand. So when I hit this forehand, it was powerful enough that I could get it by for the winner there. So whenever you go against these better tennis players, first you got to think about loading, and that's it, right? You probably don't think about loading at all when you play against lesser tennis players because your load is already good enough, it's already automatic. But against the better tennis players, you don't want to be pushed back, so you got to get down a little bit more, maybe push off your feet just a little bit more so that you have a chance. You have a chance to hit harder. So think about the load in order to absorb that ball better. So here's some examples of professionals doing a load, and you can see some commonalities here, right? So you can see Roger Federer, Maria Sharapova, Andy Murray. They all have these wide stances, right? Wide stances. Their left foot is pivoted up. They're pushing off their feet. Their right foot is pretty much planted there. Their knees are bent, right? And their core, they're getting down on the ball, or they're getting down as if they were sitting on a chair, or process of sitting down on a chair, right? So their core is down, they're being coiled, right? So their left arm is turned, right? All of their left arms are out here. And so their whole body is just being coiled so that they have an opportunity to unload into the ball and basically hit it very strong. And so what are we really talking about here? And it's all about strength and training, right? It's just strength and training. And so you may need to practice this off the court and not just on the court. You may have to run upstairs, go to the gym, build your legs better so that you can load better. And that's the key to getting better in general, getting to that higher level, is to really strengthen that core and make sure these hard balls coming at you are being absorbed so that you have a chance to hit it hard back into your opponent. So the key to getting better in tennis is really all about this load here. And if you could get your load just a little bit more higher quality, you will definitely raise your game up. If you enjoyed this video, kindly do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.